What do a 5G network in Ethiopia, a vaccine manufacturing plant in India, and a clean energy project in South Africa have in common? They are the battlegrounds in the US government's effort to counter Chinese influence around the world. They call it Build Back Better World.
The Build Back Better World project should be high quality and high standards.
This is not going to be easy for the US government. China has been in this game for 8 years now, and they've committed more than $400 billion for projects. The biggest US development agency has only $60 billion available. So they're cobbling together more money with other countries. So these are still really early days, but this competition is starting to heat up. To understand where this all got started, you have to go back to Beijing in 2013. That's when the Chinese government pitched this project to go to developing countries and build them infrastructure. They called this effort the Belt and Road Initiative, and the deal was this. They would go to a developing country and offer them a loan for an infrastructure project. And then they would send a Chinese company there to build the railway, port, or whatever. So the Chinese government called this a win-win deal. Countries like the US and its allies said this wasn't a good deal. The interest rates were really high. So what happened since the Biden administration took over was they've developed an alternative to the Belt and Road project. They say the deals would be much more transparent and have better quality, better standards, and would not indebt these developing countries.
我们的共同目标是携手努力让各国互联互通更加有效，经济增长更加强劲，国际的合作更加密切，人民的生活更加美好。
What the US and its allies are trying to do is not only challenge Chinese influence abroad, but they're also trying to pair it with some of their other priorities, including climate change.
A Build Back Better World is going to show that we can grow our economies, fight climate change, and leave a better, cleaner, more livable planet for all of our children.
At the UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, the US and its allies announced a new clean energy project in South Africa.
I hope it will be a blueprint for similar partnerships with other countries.
They also sent a signal to the world saying, hey, China is not the only country that will fund and build your projects. Come to the US, come to the UK, come to France. We have these offers for you too. We'll give you loans, and we'll also help you find a contractor to do these projects. We're open for business.
全球基础设施领域合作空间广阔，各类相关倡议不存在相互抗衡或彼此取代的问题。
Now, these are really early days, and the US hasn't always followed through on its friendliness, even though it says it wants to be friendly. And they're going to have some challenges ahead in rebuilding relationships with countries like France, for instance. So it remains to be seen whether these developing countries will actually take a serious look at the American offers. But this is going to be a really interesting competition between the US and its allies and China to see who can win more influence, who can build more infrastructure projects in the developing world.